Okay, yep. Capturing everything. Alright. So, last time was a little scuffed, not gonna lie. I don't know how I managed to have the screen freeze, but still be able to play. But hey, it worked out, I guess. So, let's get back into it. Maybe this time I can try to get the giant wallet, but that will require getting at least partway into the next dungeon. Oh, right, I changed it. Hold on, I also changed my controller layout, so it's gonna take me a little while to get reused to it. But overall, it should be a little bit. Once I get more accustomed to the layout, it should actually be a lot better than the. God damn it, that was the wrong version, and I was not paying attention. Oh well. Do we count that as a new cycle? I mean, technically yes, but we literally did nothing. So I'm not going to count it. Inverted. Yeah, slow that shiz down. Alright. Okay. Right. Before we do start making progress into Snowhead Dungeon, Temple, Peak, Ruins, I don't remember what the actual dungeon is called. God damn it. I'm gonna have to do. Gonna have to get Bomb 2 Bowling done. So there are two things we're missing to be able to get the Giant's wallet, the way I know how to do it. Those being Fire Arrows and Hookshot. Both should be pretty easy to get, and I think I can do it in one afternoon. But the controls I'm using now are closer to Nintendo's official emulator stuff on the Switch, what the default controls for that are. For the last few years, that's what I've been playing it on. There we go. First try this time. Nice. We should still have both quivers. Just gonna double check I have both quivers. Yep, holds 50. And we should be able to go in here. Well, aren't you a fit fellow? Want to play? Yeah, sure. 30 bucks? Yeah, okay. So this is just a maze. The different transformations get different rewards and also cost different amounts to play. And you can change in the middle of an attempt, but I don't remember how it changes, so knowing that Goron is the one to get the piece of art, that's why we went with Goron. Did you have fun? Try again? Nah. I think if you try it again, it's 50 bucks every time, but I don't need money. Okay. Is there anything else I need to do while I'm here? We're going to Goron Land. But we can... We can warp back up to... I remembered one other thing I can do. Might make the dungeon a bit trickier. Okay. Get up. Now, Gorons can't swim, but this water is shallow enough that the Goron can just walk through here. 100 rupees, right off the rip. God dang it. Normally, if you go into water that's too deep for the Goron, you just instantly void out. Like if you go out of bounds with anybody or catch on fire as a Deku. Okay, Mountain Village. Just thinking again. Hold on. Yep. I think this is the way to Snow Head, Snow Peak. Awful sounds, I know, especially when it gets hit with slowdown. But the snow is necessary to be able to build up enough speed in such a short, um, uh, in such a short amount, in such a short distance. Snowhead. Oh no, there's a big old blizzard. And if you look, it's not a blizzard, it's a big old Goron. No. Nope. And now that he's asleep, I mean, yeah, he's asleep. He just rolls off and dies. Just kidding. He's fine. Damn it. That's the Great Fairy Fountain for this dungeon. You know, I probably didn't need to go back for the other silver rupee, considering since I need to get fire arrows before I can get my sword upgraded, which, spoiler, is what I was getting the money for. Well, we're probably gonna end up clearing the dungeon, um, uh, this cycle anyways, so... Now, if I remember correctly, yep, janky collision right there. You can't actually hit it from here. Alright. Come on. Come on. My chest does spawn if you kill all the Freezards or whatever the ice guys are called, but we can't reach it yet. Forgot about that one there. Now, while I chose to skip the map and compass in Snowfall, I am not as confident in my knowledge of this dungeon's layout. So I will be getting the map, which is right here. Once we get fire arrows, we are going to leave the dungeon. And then just come back and finish it, which is the suboptimal way to do it, but the way I gotta do it if I want to get everything done today in this cycle that I want to. I forgot the key. You know, in the time that I decided to do all the dungeons in reverse order, asterisk, I remember this one was so much easier when I had the hook shot, which makes me even sadder that I wasn't able to grab it um uh, before that weird crash freeze thing happened last night. This has the key. And we are unfortunately too short to get up that. I've never tried Goron jumping it, but I can give it a try if I can remember. Okay. Oh, cool. Cool. I can't remember if that's the only appearance of possessed pots in this game, or one of very few. I think it's very few, but ow. So yeah, that's the compass. There's a fairy in there. Good enough. And I believe this is just the back door of where I was going to take the key anyways. Yeah, because we're in here. We were in here, which would have had us go back. Yeah. So if I use the key right there, that's where it was supposed to be used, just from the other side. So we're gonna do it so I don't accidentally skip things later in the dungeon. Well, I pressed the wrong button there. Good thing we always have spares. Okay. Also, having the mapping compass is really good for this dungeon's mini bosses. It's your sixth one. Come on, getting dizzy. So, since we don't have fire arrows yet, you're supposed to knock them down by. You're supposed to knock down these hanging icicles to destroy the big ice blocks. Because bombs don't work, apparently. I think this is a key? Yep. Which we use right away. There? No. Well, I'm just wasting arrows this way. There it is. Come on. This is another puzzle that stumped me for a while when I was still learning to use the thing between my ears. So now in this limited time, we come over to this one, pound it down. That clears the one by the exit. Then we take off the mask and jump up. Just gonna double check. Yep, there's nothing else in this room. Hope you're not sick of that awful sound, because we're gonna be hearing it a ton. This is not the room I thought it was. Here we go. Alright. So, if you look in the mini-map, in the bottom right corner, the red dot is where he spawns. If you... It's not as useful for this one, given the, tiny square room, but you fight him again at the end of the dungeon in a much more complicated room. And also, it'll tell you which one's the real deal, not the copy. But I think you have to have the compass for him to show up like that. So really, you could do it without the map. There's fire arrows. So we need to get the fork out of here. Right? Doors behind me. So yeah, first, before I forget, we come back to Mountain Village, go into the Mountain Smithy right here, and oh no, their forge is frozen over. Don't know how that happens. Would you look at that, it's not frozen anymore. Ugo, 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 a go-go. Gabora. Huh? Oh, you've done me a great favor. Now then, this hearth can finally go to work for me. Thanks. Fetch our customers some coffee, quick like. Now, let me take a look at your sword. Alright, to reforge your sword, it'll cost 100 rupees. I could have sworn it was 200. You'll have to let us hold on to your sword until then. Keep in mind, after you use your reforged 100 times, it'll lose its edge and it'll be back to its original sharpness. Would you like your sword reforged? Yeah. Thanks for dropping in. Now then, I'm straight off to work. Come back tomorrow morning. Ugo, Ugo, Ugo. And now we have no sword. But thankfully, Goron fists are not swords. But there's one other thing we can do. I think it's this way. Yep. Goban Village ahead. Oh boy. Goron sells the powder keg, most famous product of the Gorons. One powder keg. Powder kegs explode with powerful blasts and very dangerous. So I've tested to see if you can use them properly. Can't let you use any on your own. Give it a try? Heck yeah. You can destroy the boulder that blocks the entrance to the Goron racetrack near here, using the powder keg I'm about to give you. Then I'll prove you to carry them. When the powder keg begins ticking faster, that means it's about to explode. Try to blow up the boulder and blocking the racetrack entrance without it exploding on the way. The sign near the racetrack, so keep your eye out for it. When you're finished, come see me. It's a very generous timer, but behold, and also behold the one item in your inventory that can be used by a race other than human and no one else. Everything is either everybody can use it or only human can use it. And then there's this, which makes sense. It's a Goron-sized explosive made by Gorons for Gorons of Gorons. Also, I need to get my wallet filled back up so I can get my... I need to... I can't buy the bigger... Oh, you jackass. Never had that happen before. Self, just jump off the bridge. Don't go walking past. You know, for being a Goron store, it sure is weird that Gorons can't actually get in here. We can do as many times as we need, and it doesn't cost anything. You know, thinking about how it sucks having to throw it and then roll up the hill to grab it, and then throw it and roll up after again, I'm reminded of Twilight Princess and how we are apparently just the most uncoordinated Goron ever. How there's a Goron that's able to roll while carrying a barrel full of hot spring water, and he's not going slow because the entire time the spring water stays hot. But no, Link is just clumsy AF, as the kids do not say, as a Goron. Come on. Okay. I don't want to wait down its timer, so... So with that, we are now allowed to buy powder kegs either from this guy or the other Goron in the bomb shop back in Clocktown, and we get a free one. Guard lets us by because Goron and Zora Link both look like adults. But Fierce Deity doesn't. Granted, you're not supposed to be able to use Fierce Deity outside of boss rooms, so it makes sense that not everything's, programmed correctly. I don't have a sword. Woo! Hey, as long as it's open to traffic, it's fine. I'm running out of magic, which isn't good. Romani Ranch. Look! Isn't that your horse? It sure is my horse. But later. We're not going betting on the dog races yet. That's for later. Now we're getting probably my favorite non-transformation mask in the game. Guy's depressed, his chickens aren't growing up, and also the world's about to end, and he won't get to see them grow up. But we can go marching along with them. That's 6. That's one more than 6. It's 8 and 9. One more. Got to hold B this entire time. It's not difficult at all, but the temptation to just let go of B is so strong. Also, fun fact, if you let go of B at this point, the chickens will all turn back into chicks again. And they'll scatter. Well, not scatter, they kind of stay in the same area, but they're not following you anymore. I don't really get it. But just seeing these guys with the crest and all, I don't have any regrets about anything anymore. Perfectly satisfied. Here, you can have this from me. The bunny hood. My, what long ears it has. Will the power of the wild spring forth? Well, what about the breath of the wild? Yeah, these guys are all roosters. The cuckoo-loving grog was added to your notebook. You fulfilled the wishes of youth. This was added to your notebook. And what does Bunny Hood do? Technically, not needed for any challenges, but big ol' speed boost. I think Goron's still fastest once it gets all the way up to top speed, but this doesn't require any magic. Or I guess Epona might be faster than Goron. I don't know. I don't use Epona very much. Who are you? I'm Romani. I was given the same name as the ranch. What's your name? Link. That's a nice name, but how about Grasshopper? That's the name Romani gives you. See, you're wearing green clothes and you patter about when you walk, so Grasshopper it is. Romani was practicing for tonight. The drastic tone shift from Zelda game. They are coming. They They come at night every year when the carnival approaches. They come riding in a bright, shining ball. A whole lot of them come down. And then they come to the barn. My older sister won't believe me, but Romani must protect the cows. Hey, Grasshopper, I'm recruiting for an assistant right now. You're a boy, won't you try? Yeah, okay. Great, now that's the spirit, Grasshopper. Okay, then I'm going straight into my strategy. They'll appear all over the ranch, they'll aim for that barn and approach it slowly, so hit them with arrows so they can't get in. Got that? And you mustn't leave the ranch. Grasshopper, let's practice right away. There are 10 ghost-shaped balloons in the ranch, so hurry and burst them all. If you take over 2 minutes, you're out. Current record is 1 minute. Are you ready? Yep. I forgot to grab the fucking map. I can't hear the song without thinking the Silva Gunner, like 10 minutes of memes. So if I had bothered to get the map, these would all be appearing on the map as white dots. Instead, I actually have to go looking for the last one. Okay, you're done. And 58.92, amazing, it's a new record. You two work perfectly together. I'll teach Romani's horse calling song to you, Grasshopper. Now you two get going, Now you two keep getting along and go practice some more. Spoiler alert, I'm not going to be riding the horse at all when they come. It is much harder to ride the horse than it is to go around on foot. This is a Pona song. A song of two who are bound by trust that you should have already known because you were already riding a Pona. Whatever. When your arrow hits these, like a big pizza pie, they burst into nothing. But the real ones will keep popping up. They get in the barn, we lose. They run away at first light of the sun, so we'll have to keep fending them off till then. Get that? Sure did. Operation starts tonight at 2. I'll be in the barn. Don't be late. Romani the ranch girl was added to your notebook. You're taking on the job of the nighttime assistant. This was added to your notebook. Riding the horse at night is a terrible idea. You don't need to add this to your notebook. Since I don't have a ton of magic, I don't want to go into spikes mode, but at the same time... Okay, I got magic now. Get the map before I forget again, because it is useful for the nighttime ambush. Also, how are we doing on bomb? I need to get some bombs. One Tingle's maps? Yep. Romani Ranch. Yippee! Now you can find your way around the farm. Red arrow tells you where you are, blah 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 blah. Red arrow does not tell you where you are, it tells you where you were. Don't steal them. I'm not gonna steal them. Got some bombs. Hopefully that's enough. I went the wrong way. Yes, it would be easier to use the horse. Nope. Way too early. Too far away. Great Bay. Great Bay Coast. Now, unfortunately, because I didn't think at all, I can't open up the warp for here. Somebody. Please. Goo, get me to shore. Fun fact, apparently in the original Japanese version of this, there was no hold A to grab onto him. You just sort of had to awkwardly swim into him to get him to shore. Okay, you're to shore, bud. I'm Mikau, lead guitarist. I think this is it for me, my final message. Will you listen to it? I'll listen. Don't expect me to sing. 1, 2, 3. Listen to me. Carnival's beginning soon. We're the ones they're waiting to see. That girl, our vocalist, she's laid some strange eggs. She's lost her voice. You can't hear what she says. In the Great Bay now, something's happening, is it now? Listen to me, I don't want to beg. Gerudo pirates, they stole that girl's eggs. Went out to stop the Gerudo pirates, then pow and bam, I got knocked down, and here I am. Baby, if I die like this, even if I die, it won't be in peace, that's for sure. Somebody, please rescue her eggs before the pirates take their toll. Oh, somebody, please heal my soul. That's all. Thank you. Back to dying. No. Crap, why can't I remember it? There we go. You know, it looks like he's dying, and they've all been waiting for him as he goes into the afterlife. Except all those other people are still alive. And he's not. I don't think it would have rolled that way based on how it's weighted, but... Got the Zora mask. This mask contains the spirit of a legendary guitarist. Wear the mask with C to inhabit the body of Zora. Press C again to return to normal. Carve my farewell song on my grave. I'm depending on you to help that singer girl. Back to groovin'. It is pretty touching that Link goes out of his way to make a grave for him. Less touching is the fact that no one else ever notices and everyone's convinced that you're their dead friend. Other than Fierce Deity Link, Zora controls the most like human, but obviously is aquatic. Now, it's been a long time since I played the 3DS version, but I remember people complained a lot about the Zora in that, and I can't really remember why. Part of me wants to now go dig out my copy for the 3DS and see what's going on with it. Dang, didn't wait long enough. Whee! Now, where'd that hole be? With the stone mask on, we'll never be caught. Unfortunately, human Link can't swim worth shit. To do the electric thingy while swimming, all you do is try to use your shield. God damn it. Couldn't put my stone mask back on until after reaching standing point. Okay. Need to just lock in because I'm running out of time. Because at midnight we have to go rescue Bomb Lady. And then at 2 we have to go back to the farm. But the whole point of doing things this way was trying to get to the get the ocean's get the ocean spider house done. So glad these guys can, the stupid fish enemies can see through the stone mask. So cool. Like, I think they're less aggressive than usual while you have it on, but that doesn't mean they're passive. Also, the Shocky Shocky move does cost magic, so I can't just swim with it on forever. I think he pulled out. I only really remember for the most part, the broad strokes of the Pirate's Grotto. I don't have 100% the route through it. And no, you push it in. Pressing and holding sword button makes you do fin boomerang things. And also, I could have sworn that's how you opened up that door down there. Not that button. Anyways, we're doing that for the piece of heart. Time ran out, so the door closed. Good thing there's another button to open it. What? There it is. One more time. Yeah, we're not getting Spider House done this cycle. Well, not getting Spider House and the alien, I mean the farm and the bomb bag this cycle all together. I don't think so, at least. Okay, gotta be careful not to get swept away because that takes you back to the outer moat. Gosh darn it. Okay. So in the 3DS remake, you would not have the stone mask at this point, which trivializes getting the which trivializes this section because it's a bigger stealth section than even the Deku section. Instead, Mr. Stone Mask guy is laying like right here. So you have to knock out the guards by shooting them with arrows or otherwise hurting them without being seen, and then revive the dumbass. With the stone mask on, none of the guards here can see me, so we can just run past. B. Wonder if that'll come in handy in like 10 seconds. I've been waiting for you. And did you find the rest of the eggs? No, but that's because... What are you trying to pull here? If people hear the great pirates have lost their treasure they stole, will become the laughing stock. The laughing stock of what? Yes, but avail. The sea is strangely murky where we were attacked by the sea snakes. Silence. That's why the Zoras can't send for any help. Now that the eggs are gone, the Zoras should be frantically searching for them. If we don't hurry, the Zoras will get to them before we do. There are 4 eggs here now. Hurry, go find the other 3 eggs before those sea snakes eat them. Understood. Wait. Zora eggs are the only clue we have about the dragon cloud floating over the bay. If what that strange masked one says is true, and if we can get our hands on the treasure that lies sleeping in the temple of the dragon cloud, we can spend the rest of our lives living the good life. So now get a move on and go find them now. Understood. Anyways. Because they would be able to see me with this, even with the stone mask, if I went in there. And we're here for that chest. In the Japanese version, I could go down the hallway behind me and just jump down straight and grab it. But this is not the Japanese version. Hook shot, use it to grapple items so you can reel them in or pull them over to yourself. Or yourself over to them. Yep. Now, I cannot warp to the Great Bay area. To the lookout, whatever it's called. So, we're gonna get out of here faster, another different way. Hey, you, halt! Really? The one time I don't get caught? We'll have to go back in there at some point. Not right now. Okay, just like with the Pirates Grotto and everything else, I only remember the broad strokes of this place, so hopefully the 3.5 hours I have left will be enough. I think so. Let's just double check there's no more up there. Nope. I think some of this could be done without the fire arrows, but it's definitely going to be easier with them. Okay. Huh? Ah, Captain Sir, it's been a long time since we've seen you. As you've ordered, sir, we are investigating the secrets of this place. Yellow first. I don't remember if this code ever changes between saves or anything, but yellow is first. Yep. I don't remember if there's anything else behind any of the pictures, but it doesn't take that long to knock them down, so we're gonna. Okay, there was another one behind the pictures. Good job. Huh? Ah, Captain Sir, it's been a long time since we've seen you. It's your order, investigating the secrets of this place. Red is sixth, so there's at least 6 hits. Okay. Okay, we got the 2 skeletons from in here. So we don't need to wear the captain mask anymore. There's at least still the one in the hole. I need to not wear bunny hood for that jump, otherwise we'll keep missing it. Thank you. Now, thankfully, these things are loud as hell. So it doesn't sound like there's anything left in this room. You can tell which ones have a skull in it by whether or not there's a top on the jar. It can be a little bit hard to see, especially from below. I did not mean to put the hook shot away. Okay. Okay, I think that's it for the upper floor. There's nothing there. Why did I shoot that? I sworn there was a one in there. Nope. That must have been what I was thinking of. Ah, no, the one over there's what I was thinking of. Need magic. Not arrows. I'm good on those. Okay, I think I know where this one is. Yep. So, in order to get the Giant's Wall, you have to complete this on the first day. Not that. I'm not putting up with you guys. Sorry. We can talk later. You'll respawn. Because their little secret thing just leads to a piece of heart. Okay. I can never remember the way you're actually supposed to get the ones up here. Like, it might be throwing a bomb up there or something. Or the Goron pound can knock them down, or I don't know. That's not it. Yep, that's it. Okay, we got less than an hour left. Okay, there's none left in the jars. There's still... Hey, hurry up. Nope, nope, no! There we go. Yeah, sorry, Grandma, I don't think you're getting saved tonight. Where's the hole in the ceiling? There it is. It's one of these. Okay. Okay, give me my wallet. Thought I heard some noises inside and I came to check it out. This place, is this some sort of underground shelter? Did you find this place? I beg you, let me have this place. Not for free, of course. I hope this will do. Giant wallet, it can hold up to 500 rupees. Just glad it was something you needed. Anyhow, I won't be needing it much longer anyways. Alright, have fun being depressed. Okay, we don't have a sword. Hopefully punching him counts without blowing him up. If not, we're gonna try the other masks, see if they can do it. Am I too late? Nope. Are you kidding me? This again? Okay. 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 Nope, not that one. Okay, I'm gonna have to take the screen away for a second. Hold, please. Oh, cool. Okay. Whoa. Uh, you guys can't tell what I'm saying. Whoa, over. But oh, there we go. Saved it. Sorry about that. Shitty PC that really does not want me. Nope, not that one. That really does not want me streaming this, I guess. I like that he's still ballsy enough to steal when there's a big old Goron right here. So I know shooting with an arrow kills him. Hookshot might also kill him. We're good. Okay, cool. I gotta go now. Thanks. You're welcome, Grandma. See ya. I didn't have a sword, so I couldn't mark the statue, so we gotta go the other way. Unfortunately, we're all the way at North Clock Town, so this is gonna take a little bit longer than usual. When I was a kid, I loved just getting Goron Mask and just rolling around Termina Field a ton. Okay, bunny hood. Nope. Let time go back to normal, because this is one of the few fully time-based events, so if you have it in slow-mo, you do have to do it for longer. And again, you do not want to use the horse for this. If you want a better view of the farm while you're defending it, you can climb up onto their house. And you can see basically everything, but I usually just stay on the ground and run. Yeah, actual fucking aliens. They're based on the Flatwoods monster, I think. Um, Only arrows will destroy them, and they will instantly respawn. My computer's really not liking it. Keep an eye on the dog. He'll always go and bark at the one that's closest to the barn. I remember being scared of this as a kid. You do not have infinite ammo for this, so keep that in mind. But they drop it if you get desperate. Plus, that box always has 50 arrows in it, and there's grass you can destroy for more arrows. Come on. And like I said, they do also show up on the map as the moving white squares. As Hermione said, if a single one manages to reach the barn, it's over, you lose, there are no do-overs. Until the next cycle. But we've got another hour of this to do. Thankfully not real-life hours. We did it! We won! Thank you. Thanks to you, the cows are giving thanks too. Here's Armani's thanks. When you drink it, put your hand on your hip and take a big gulp like we do here at the ranch. Milk. One quick gulp will have you feeling great. Use the C to take a drink. You'll cover 5 hearts per gulp. Contains 2 gulps. When empty, recycle the bottle. It's almost time for my sister to get up, so I have to get back to bed. See you later, little hero. Help the ranch girl and save the cows. This was added to your notebook. Okay. Yippee. We're low on arrows, so... Oh, only 30 arrows, but still. It's guaranteed to spawn in there the every time you break it, or at least the first time when it gets loaded. And the grass behind the house usually has a lot of arrows in it. So ammo was never really a concern. Oh yeah. On the second day, 48 hours remain. Oh my, hello. Hermione's gonna take our milk to Clocktown too. You're looking after the place. The cows would be all alone otherwise. Yes, sister. I'm going by wagon in town. Would you like a ride? I'll be leaving about 6 o'clock this evening, so you can join me if you'd like. Crumia, the ranch owner, was added to your notebook. Now we could go to the dog track and start gambling, but no. First things first, we're actually gonna go Clocktown. Gonna want to leave a bit earlier than 6 then, since I'm not gonna have a sword. Also, I need to finish the dungeon today. That's the wrong way, dumbass. Okay, we need to go do basketball. Link will never be ballin'. Holy shit. It's harder with the bunny hood on, so I need to not be wearing it. Again, the baskets have very generous suckage to them. So you don't have to be quite as precise as you'd think. Perfect. Did you see that, honey? He got a perfect score. You have to share our happiness with him, honey. 50 bucks. That's annoying, so let's show off for him even more, darling. Yep. Okay, was there anything else I needed to do in Clocktown on day 2 this cycle? Okay, we can run back to Snowhead. We could pick up the sword, but I'm probably just gonna leave it until I'm ready to upgrade it again. We've got both quivers. Alright. Big Goron is still dead, so we don't have to worry about playing the song again. Oh god, that was awful. Wow, that is awful. God damn it. Don't think I've ever had that happen before, where I got perfectly wedged in the up against a wall to get the bumpy sound effect again and again like that. Need to get back into the dungeon before the snow makes my PC explode. I mean, my legit Nintendo console device. I had to come down here at some point because that is a fairy in that chest. That was the wrong button to be pressing. So other damage sources can damage the freeze robes or whatever they're called, but fire will instantly kill them, so why not go big? Small key. Don't remember where it's needed, but not right here. We're gonna need money. So one of the pieces of heart is a bit of a pain in the ass to get because you have to fill up the bank with rupees, which I think takes 2,000? I know it's somewhere in the 4 digits. I just can't remember if it's 2,000 or 5,000. I'm pretty sure it's only 2. Um, uh, and I do have a method for getting all that money. We just can't do it yet. Nope. You not try that where I can't see what I'm doing. Now the ice is melted, we can use regular arrows to turn the switch on again. I don't know what it is, but this room, it's gonna sound completely deranged, but this room makes me think of Sonic the Hedgehog. Why? No clue. Maybe one of the last times I was playing through this, I had some, not documentary, but like some video on talking about Sonic the Hedgehog games or something. And so now these two things are just linked in my garbage of mind. That raises the central pillar. Notice how some parts are blue instead of brown or gray like the tippy top. Wonder if there's something we can do with them. Darn, no arrows. Well, shit. While curled up in a ball, Goron takes no fall damage, assuming you don't void out wherever you fall. Did it get refrozen? It might have. So while it's frozen, the hitbox is actually bigger than when it's not. Even for the entire Switch, not just getting the ice off of it. So now that we're at one of the blue levels, we can go a bam and lower the pillar a little bit. And also a bam. But just on the blue icy parts. Come on, climb, please. Can never remember if there's anything you can see in there. Like, I know you're not supposed to have the hook shot at this point. Nope. But that's the fairy that's setting the mask off in this room, is in that little alcove there. Need to be a little bit more careful going around this one, because there is no safety net, and I'm not curled up, so I think I know a shortcut back up, though. Fire makes the Deku Scrub void out. So, we use that. Stray Fairy number 11. That's the last one in this room, so we can go up these stairs. Dynaflows. 12 and 13. Okay, I'll be honest, I didn't know that the Goron Stomp would be a one-shot on those guys. That's just a happy coincidence. Also, we're missing a couple of fairies from earlier in the dungeon, I think. Looking for that shitty little alcove. That's not it. No, leaning forward in my chair does not let me actually look forward more. I don't know why I'm doing it. There it is. Well, ta-da! Now, I think the scrub can jump back up there, or at least somewhere that doesn't suck as bad to get from, or we can void out. Sorry for how loud that is. Pretty sure there's a glitch where you can skip fighting the boss to get the big key for here. I know there is for the next dungeon, but I don't remember 100% for this one. I do not need this. I do not. Okay. It's regular bow and bunny hood. It's this guy again. Wizrobe. And again, he shows up on the map. Now, with this bigger room, he's a little bit tiny microscopically harder. But it's not enough to matter. I remember what I was supposed to do in Clocktown now. I was supposed to set up the Scarecrow song. Big key. And I was supposed to buy bomb bag. Okay. Just because I know I'm missing some fairies, we're gonna go back and run through like you're supposed to. Sort of. I'm going to use the hook shot to cheat. You're supposed to unthaw the ow, ice around that block right there, and then push it into position with the sliding block puzzle, because it's an icy floor, to get it to where you can get up to that ledge, but no. No, thank you. We have technology. Okay, that was the last fairy. I could have sworn there was like one more. I forgot how to count at some point. But thanks to fire arrows, we can breeze through the rest of the dungeon. Thanks to fire arrows and having, you know, set up most of the puzzles stuff in the dungeon. Like, for this puzzle, you can just melt that ice and then get straight to the door. Hmm. Come on. Thank you. Can't tell if that's a up ladder or a down ladder. It's an up ladder. Staircase, even. Wait, I don't need this mask anymore. Hey. So, I like this boss, even if it is a bit weird. Especially for a Zelda boss. Um, so I know you can fight this as human Link. You can even fight it as Fierce Deity Link if you have the mask. I have never once fought it as anything other than Goron Link. I love rolling around as the Goron. Why would I not fight the boss this way? And how you damage him? You just fucking run into him. Look out for his Shocky Blasts, the Mechanical Beast Goat. Forgot to say that's his name. G-O-H-T. He gets more and more attacks as he takes damage. Like, his little lightning blast only comes out as he's being damaged, and he starts off only being able to kick up rocks. But eventually he's gonna start dropping stalagmites from the ceiling and start throwing bombs too. And if he gets too far from you, he'll actually stop running and just start throwing lightning um, uh, without taking damage. See, now we've got the stalagmites coming down. I don't think I've ever been actually hit by them, but I have crashed into them before. Also, sorry if I have to start talking over the game. This is not a quiet boss fight. I don't even know if the stalactites can hit you. I think they're supposed to just land in front of you so that they stop you. Come on. This boss would later reappear in Dark Souls 2 as the Executioner's Chariot, except not really. But same thing kind of applies there. Vaguely circular boss room. It runs around. I don't know, I've barely played any of DS2. I am a DS1 guy. And there's the bombs. And goes the frame rate to go with them. Holy shit, this is bad. Come on. Come on. He's getting, there he is. Shame we didn't get to see it, but it is possible to knock him down. I don't remember if it's like you have to go off a jump and hit him in the back, or you just have to hit him a whole bunch in rapid succession. But either way, it's possible to get him to stop running and just lay down for a little bit, at which point he's completely vulnerable, and you can even have spikes up and just continue to roll into him, damaging him as his iframes wear off. Seized Goat's remains. Just freed the innocent spirit this dark mask had kept in prison with the body of evil Goat. Okay. I forgot to get the frog mask. Shit. That Goron that gives it to you is now dead. What exactly are all of you? Guardians. Guardians. So you're protective gods? That's why you're in the temples. But why are the protective gods? No, wait. Are you listening to me? Hey, wait! Hey, listen! They're, me and the bro just chilling. And if you bothered to unfreeze him, he would have been shivering, and I don't think his buddy then goes like, hey, you can knock it off. Spring's finally fucking here. I don't know. Most of the time, I don't bother with unthawing him. Also, I don't think he stays unthawed, so I might be speaking out my ass. Rogue. And now you can see the ladder without the snow blocking the way. This is the way to go around town? Yep. Goron Racetrack. Ah, Darmy, I've been waiting for you. See, everyone's restless because they can't wait to enter. You're gonna enter, aren't you? I need to go turn into fucking fairies. You're gonna enter, aren't you? Yep. You have to. I want to show everyone how Darmy races. If your magic power runs low, charge up with the green jars on the course. And it would be much easier if I turned in the Great Fairy first, because that's the one that gives you double magic. And this is the most rubber band bullshit race in the game. Well, ever. It's the only race, really. But this is some classic N64 rubber band powered racing. Basically, everything up until the last turn of the race does not really matter with how bad they rubber band. Also, again, sorry for how shitty the audio and the frame rate have been on this. I guess my PC was not ready for N64 streaming. We've lost. Especially since I'm out of magic. So this is max speed. You're just a little stiff because winter was so long. You're not really like this. Remember how good you really are, then enter the races again. Okay, one more try, and then when I fail, we're gonna get the double magic. Charge a magic. If blah, blah, blah. Magic in the jar. Answer the question, just how far. God damn it. Nailed it the first time. Point of doing that is just to be able to get spikes up a little bit faster. I don't know if it actually helps or not. I just like doing it. Someone hit a bomb, like that one right there. Camera angle that did not help. Yes, it would have looked cool if my legit Nintendo 64 hardware device was not struggling to keep up, but come on. Okay, rubber bands did not win. I did. That was great. You were the fastest scorer on Darmy. I was sure you'd get first place. This is from Daddy. It's the prize. He's dead now. Got a bottle of gold dust. This is the finest quality available. I want to be just like you. Quick! So gold dust can be sold for, I think, 500 rupees. Or it can be used to upgrade the sword a second time. Guess what we're using it for? And I'll tell you this, we're not getting money from it. I hate this piece of art over here. Having to come back. Because you're probably, unless you're playing like a dumbass like me, you're probably going to have to go back and beat Snowhead again just to be able to get this. After you've gotten the Zora mask. Also, as a kid, I vaguely remember being able to have Zora play, be able to play music while underwater, but apparently fucking not. Mountain Village, it would have been just as fast to probably walk. I'm gonna have to come back here again because I forgot to get the better bomb bag. And I might as well get that this cycle, if I can. I mean, I'm gonna have to come back to get Frog Mask. Kept you waiting, but it's done, see? Ah, the Razor Sword. The Kokiri Sword has been strengthened and forged into a Razor Sword. It looks sick, it was used in the promotional artwork, and this is the last time we are gonna see it. This new sharper blade is cut above the rest. Use it 100 times without dulling its superior edge. Now keep in mind, after you use it 100 times, the blade will lose its edge and return to its original sharpness. Here's a secret, if you bring me gold dust before it loses its edge, I'll be able to make it the strongest sword around. That's not true, there is a stronger sword in this game. Gold dust. Ugo. Ugo, Ugo, Ugo. Ugo, oh. Ugo, Ugo, Ugo. Oh, customer? Gabor, fetch some coffee, quick like. Now then, let me take a look at your sword. Hey now, that's a mean joke. Your sword is already been reforged into a razor sword. Unless, do you want me to make your sword stronger? To do that, I'll need gold dust. Do you have any? You bet your sweet ass I do. Why, if it isn't gold dust? And it's even top quality. Why, even if I use it to reforge your sword, there'll still be some left. Alright, just for you, I'll do this for free, but don't tell anyone. Thanks for dropping in. Now then, I'm straight off to work. I've always interpreted it as, we're giving him much more than he needs, and he's just gonna keep what's left over of the gold dust. That's his payment. Thanks for dropping in. Now then, I'm straight off to work. Come back tomorrow morning. Cool. So we got our sword back, and immediately got rid of it. Bomb bag. And also... bomb bag and scarecrow, that was it. And then we need to be back at the ranch at 6-ish. Welcome. Just got a larger bomb bag in stock. 90 rupees can hold 30 instead of 20. It'll be a fireworks show on the night of the carnival. You should come see it. Come again. That's a nice thing you got there. Let me hear a song you wrote on that. Alright, ready? Has to be at least 2 distinct notes. Otherwise he won't accept it. Oh yeah, that's a nice tune, baby. By the way, no mysterious song allows you to manipulate the flow of time. Wanna learn it? Nope, I already know it. Sorry, that's too bad. If you'd like to see me again, play the song. See you later. Oh hey look, Big Goron, you're back. And also visible. What in the world have I been doing this whole time? Why am I sitting in a place like this? Does he say something different to a Goron? I do not remember. Darmani, what in the world have I been doing this whole time? Can't remember a thing since I went out to look around Snowhead and figure out why the spring wasn't coming. What am I doing sitting in a place like this? Well, I don't think... No. I don't think snowballs are falling anymore, so... Bunnyhood. Although I'm gonna have to put Goron Mask back on to get up the hill. Never had that happen before. Oh, wise young one, I am the great fairy of wisdom. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I shall enhance your magic power. So now we got the full sauce bar. Magic power has been enhanced, now twice as much. Yippee. Come see me whenever you're overcome by weariness. What time is it? Almost 11. Oh, excuse me, fellas. Also, camera, please cooperate. Just because it's a narrow pathway, I don't want Goron to fall off. Goron would be faster here. Actually, I need that back a little bit. Okay, we do have to make a jump. Now, if I knew how to bomb hover, I wouldn't need the scarecrow skong, scare, scarecrow song. But I don't, so I do need the scarecrow skong. Okay. It's almost time to head back to the ranch. Anything else I can do that's really quick in the meantime? In the meantime, in the time that is mean. Your time is mean. Mother. Um, I'm going to Clocktown. I don't have anything in mind that I need to do, but I do need to take a quick break to run to the bathroom. And I like the music here better, so I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. What was I doing? You can get this without the hook shot. It's just easier to get with it. And it's just some extra money. Because we are going to be needing 500 rupees. So, not until tomorrow night. I think this is a terrible place to earn money because while this crow, the thief crow, drops a giant rupee, I think it also has the most health out of any enemy, including bosses, in the game. Also, he can take shit from you if you get hit by him, and if he does take things from you, like bottles or your sword, not that I have a sword, well, you can get them back either by buying them at the curiosity shop. Well, actually, I think he put it in the curiosity shop for tonight, so I would be fine. But I don't want to risk overriding the all-night mask. You know what? I can't remember. I need to check something. Yep. We still got a little bit of time. I think that's 300 rupees. Or maybe just 200. Night of the second day, 36 hours remain, and suddenly she's here. I think your donkey or horse or whatever wants to go. Oh, good evening. Going to town now to deliver milk. Would you like a ride? Yep. That's great. Tonight I'm kind of lonely. I welcome company. Up, 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 up. This would be nicer if my computer, I could handle it. It's been a while now since our father died. I'm trying to fuck. Cows always seem bothered and frazzled and finding broken balls everywhere. Who's doing it? I don't know. Father died. I'm trying to take care of the ranch, but lately things have been unstable. My sister has worried too. She's practicing with the bow to protect the farm. Say, what are the townsfolk saying about the moon? It's bigger than before, isn't it? She says it's to stop the ghosts, is what she said about Romani and the bow. In town, I have a friend. Her name's Anju. Anju, the day after tomorrow is her wedding. Wonder if it will fall, that thing. This time, yes. Yes, it will. Every time? No. Eventually I'll stop it. But this time it's gonna fall. What? The road. Boy, get your bow ready. First Milk Road is blocked by a boulder, and now we have to take this detour through Ugly Country. The Luigi Bros. You ready, boy? I'm gonna try to get us through here as fast as I can. If any pursuers come from behind, chase them off with your arrows. They may be after my cargo of milk bottles. You understand? Sure do. Thanks. I'm relying on you. We have to get through here. I'll have a big thanks for you. Infinite arrows. Only shooting the rider matters. It's crazy that Cal turns blue like she's targeting a person when you hit them, and not yellow like when you're targeting an enemy. Also, sorry for the slowdown and awful sounds. We've been over at my garbage PC, garbage Nintendo Entertainment Device console. You can take some hits, so we haven't lost. Also, I didn't know they could get in front of the cart. Okay, we're done. Mr. Barton was happy to get his first delivery in quite a while. Get it, Barton, the bartender? Thank you. You were pretty cool. This isn't very big, but accept my thanks. There's a reward you can get for doing this again. That's actually gotten kind of famous. Eventually we may come back and get it, but obviously not tonight because I don't know if we'll be doing another cycle after this one. Where was he to show you're a member of the exclusive milk bar Latte? For doing one good deed, a child becomes an adult. That mask is only given to a limited number of adult customers as proof of membership pickups. I now acknowledge you as being an adult. Guard the ranch's milk. This is out of your notebook. Milk. Anyways. Oh. Right, you don't actually open up until 10. Instead of Goron jumping, I'll actually ride the damn horse. At my skill level, there's only one time I need, well, two times that I need to ride the horse to get 100%, and one of them is unlocking the damn horse. The other time is getting the mask from the Luigi Bros. Although, I can't remember, but I think you need the horse to be able to hook shot up to the rest of the canyon. Well, we're going back into the grave that caused last night's weird crash thing. Captain, your attention. Haven't seen you some time. Guarding the graves. Next order, please. Open it. Open it? Yes, sir. Follow me? This is just for a piece of heart, but we're doing 100%, so it has to get done. Ah, darn, I wanted them arrows. This leads into a mini boss fight with an iron knuckle. Since we don't have a sword, we're gonna have to get a little creative. Okay. Zora can't damage him. Okay. The fight is over. I missed. Because I don't have the path memorized, so I can't do it blind. Now with like bomb hovering or even Zora long jumps, you can reach over there, I think. But otherwise, we'll just have to wait until new cycles day 1 to hit there. In the meantime, what else can be done tonight? We can make progress on Zora stuff. One specific Zora thing that I've got in mind. Since, once again, I don't know why I grabbed that, we can't... Actually, that will be faster than walking to get out of here. Back to Clock Town. Then there's also the grotto one we can do. Terminal filled, 4 grottos, 1 piece apart thing. I don't think we're getting to the third dungeon tonight. I could get more preparation done towards getting there, but we're not doing it tonight. Now to remember where these holes are. I think this is the scrub spot one. It sure is. So we don't need to go in there yet. I don't know why I'm running around just with Bunny Hood when yeah, I know that's your jam, Tattle. That one turned red. If your gossip stone turns red, you can see it. Go see a doctor. Now where's the hole over here? I can never remember where all four of these are. I don't think it's on one of the pillars. Hold, please. Yeah, I know, you don't like not being the one in focus. This is the what? No, the east one. Eastern one. What? Okay. This is there. This is there. Hmm. No wonder I couldn't find it. I already found it. There's the actual southern one. I keep thinking the one that I hit first was the southern one. No, this is the southern one. Also, look. A Skull Walchilla. I'm pretty sure the only one in the game. They weren't exactly common in Ocarina of Time, but there was at least more than one. Nope. Just don't touch it. Whoops. Now there's two red ones. So you don't have to do the Goron song, you can do any of the dungeon opening songs. So this one, the Zora one, or the Deku one. I just tend to do Goron one because I've said it like 3 times already, but I like being the Goron. Oh, there we go. That's 3. So yeah, you can do any of the dungeon opening songs. You just have to do all 4 the same song. That's the Dobongo hole, not the song hole. Now, where is the song hole? Is it up here? Oh, there it is. That's all 4, all red. Piece of heart. Aw. Didn't jump it clean enough to get the $5. I couldn't remember which one of them has the piece of heart in it. That's the wrong button. Okay. So I cannot be bothered to horse. Not when I have a perfectly good pocket full of explosives. Nailed it. A like. How to like a like. A good guide to a terrible pet. I think that's the title of a book in Minish Cap. This again, really? Okay. Hold please again. That's definitely concerning. Alright, we're gonna end stream here. Um, uh, oh, I unfroze the wrong. So the reason we're gonna end stream here is my save state didn't work. So we're back here again. So yeah, we're gonna end here. We're gonna end here tonight. I'll help Grandma out, and then we're gonna call it. It's an hour early, and once again, there will be no stream tomorrow. As I have to be up super early on Friday, so I don't want to keep myself up super late. Oh, that's a lot of progress lost. I'll I'll make a post if you just a little poll thing. Vote on it if you want me to get my progress back just on my own, or if I need to just stream getting back to where I was. I'm alright doing either way, but yeah. So we have to do the aliens. And because I do not trust save state, I'm going to use... There's two ways to save in this game. I only ever use one, and that's using the Song of Time. But you can also use owl statues. Save your progress and quit here. When you reselect your file, my face will appear by your file name. In any case, the next time you reopen your file, you'll resume playing at this very place and time with your current status. If you reopen this owl file, then reset without saving in an owl statue, you'll lose the progress you've saved here. Next time you open the file, you'll restart at day 1 with the status you last saved using the Song of Time. So basically, you're making a very crude save state almost. You're saving, when you load it, you'll be right back here. But if you do not save here again, that save is gone, and instead you're going back to the last time you used the Song of Time. I didn't understand that as a kid, so I just always assumed this save didn't work. And would always just use Song of Time to save and be done. That's why we're... And so it just bled into my semi-functioning brain life that only Song of Time is worth using. Anyways, thanks for coming by. I'll catch you next time. It'll probably be Friday when I stream next. But let me know if you want me to just get back to where I was on my own, or suffer through it on stream again. Anyways, till next time, take it easy. I just want to listen to this for a little bit though.